Good afternoon, this is Colton with Bill Brothers Roofing and Solar doing a digital roof inspection here for a homeowner located in the El Cajon area. First thing we like to do is start at the eaves of the house. We like to inspect the wood and the rafters and the starter tail. We can see starter board right there, rafter tail, fascia right there. The fascia along this side is definitely experiencing some wood rot. We see the drip edge actually pulling away from the fascia board. That's not something we like to see, more than likely a workmanship error. Additionally, we can see right under this section where basically two roof planes come together, very susceptible area. We're seeing severe wood rot underneath here. This is something that occurs when you have two valleys coming together. Maybe it wasn't properly thrashed, but we're seeing definitely some wood that needs to be replaced that's experiencing some wood rot. Getting on the roof here, homeowner indicated this was done about 15 years ago during a remodel. The shingles themselves are showing wear, but more importantly, I'm worried about the installation and workmanship of this install of the roof. Drip edge right here, fascia. We can see a rotted piece of fascia board right here. We have an architectural asphalt shingle on this roof. It's exactly what we would recommend replacing this roof with our manufacturer, Owens Corning. We can see this valley right here coming together, kind of two low slope valleys right here. We can actually see a ridge metal that they used. We see a lot of debris right here. What that does is kind of trap water on the roof. So we can assume that water was kind of trapping here in this section, and that's where we're seeing actually the buildup of the wood rot underneath with water staying on the roof. Sections like this, we can see the severe wood rot that's going on that needs to be replaced. Very concerning, and something that gets replaced during a full re-roofing process. There's always ventilation on roofs, but we typically add ventilation when we do roofing projects. We can see these dormers right here. We add low profile O'Hagan vents. These are replaced. The O'Hagan vents kind of ride parallel to the roof. Way less of an eyesore, and do a fantastic job. All penetrations are replaced and repainted to match the color of the roof. I'm assuming the addition was the second story, but what we're looking at here is a flat section of roofing. Flat sections are typically the most susceptible to leaks. We get a lot of water buildup and it doesn't drain easy. This is a TPO material. It's a torch down material, modified bed with torch down, my bad. And it is a flat roofing system where it's really prone to human error. Reason being is that we have to see bleed out on these seams. Basically, a guy with a torch is heating up these big sheets of tar and basically causing this seam right here. Well, we need about a ½ inch. We're only seeing barely anything here, if anything at all. So what happens is these seams eventually start to pull back from each other and they become compromised and water can get underneath. Well, we can see the repair that was done over the years where they tried to put mastic on top of this. Well, it's cracking right here again. So 100% this is where that leak's coming from, in the front of the house. This seam, this mastic just cracks over time with the sun and the dry air. So we're gonna see this is definitely the area where we have water intrusion. We'll actually replace this with a TPO material, a thermopolymer material. It lasts way longer and way less prone to human error. Interesting, on this roof we can see a different color shingle right here versus right here. Makes me think that this is the addition, but it could very well be this section as well. But additionally, more dormer vents that would be replaced. So, chimneys are always super susceptible areas because of the water buildup we get coming down towards the chimney. What I don't see on this chimney that is not to code is a cricket. We're not seeing a cricket built, and what a cricket is basically it's a metal hump that goes in the center right there, so it diverts water from the center off to the sides. So now water's just building up right here, no cricket, and so we'll actually install that for the homeowner as well. But we can see kind of the stucco damage that's associated with water coming out. More dormers that get replaced. One of the really sensitive areas we're seeing is another flat section. It's typically the hardest place to roof just because it doesn't shed water that quick. But again, what are we seeing? We're not seeing any bleed out on these seams. So we really want to see like a huge black line of tar coming out and sealing these, and we're not seeing that at all. So this is a section where we would re-roof with a TPO material, replace any damaged plywood. We'll get a look into the attic as well, just to identify those leak areas. And make sure everything is buttoned up. recommendation on this roof, we have question in installation, right? We have crickets that need to be built on sections. We have a decent amount of wood repair that needs to be done, flat sections that need to be redone. The most thorough way to do this roof is a complete re-roof. We would take it down to the wood decking, re-roof this with an Owens Corning architectural asphalt shingle, and additionally replace any damaged wood and redo the flat sections, update the ventilation, add more ventilation, and get this roof all good for the next 30 years. Thank you, bye.